Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
So much has happened since the Super Bowl was last in this part of the U.S. in the early 90s. The Rams and Chargers have both returned to L.A., and they've constructed this incredible new palace for football, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And it will be the scene tonight for Super Bowl 56. And what a matchup we have. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it has been a very long time coming, Charles, for these Jets, but they are back in the Super Bowl. Their first appearance in the big game since that stunning Super Bowl III upset way back in January of '69.
Brandon, they'd lost 4 straight AFC Championship games till their win a couple of weeks ago. And remember, prior to that, they'd lost 2 in a row. Mark Sanchez was a quarterback at that time. That was about a decade ago. They lost one of those to the Colts, one of those to the Steelers. But now here they are, back in the big game. And, of course, who are we going to think of?
Joe Namath.
White Shoes. Joe Namath guaranteeing victory over the Colts in Super Bowl III. Gets it done. And the AFL-NFL game, never the same. Pretty soon we were in a merger with the AFC and the NFC.
Meanwhile, the LA Rams, they are back in the Super Bowl for the second time in 4 years. Remember, they lost Super Bowl 53 to the Patriots in Atlanta 13-3. But here they are trying to be the second team in 2 years after Tampa Bay last year to win the Super Bowl in their home stadium.
And we go back to that Super Bowl loss to the Patriots, and remember, they were an offensive juggernaut at that time, but only put up 3 points in that game. And they have been a little bit of a tough team to pin down over the last few years. They've had their shares of ups and downs, especially on the offensive side of the ball, but they've always had that great defense, and they're looking to ride that crew to a Super Bowl crown.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford steps away. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Rams are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are in great shape here as they... take over at their 46-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now Wilson on 1st down. The throw taken in by Cole. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. A handoff for Carter. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Stafford on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the red zone now, Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Buying time to his left. Touchdown, Rams! Robert Woods on the touchdown throw from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Gay is on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here's Coleman now to return. Now they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Carter, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give to Carter. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when units start to play really well, they feed off.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
5 yards remain on second down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. On first down, Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Wilson. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're...
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Rams on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play.
And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Face mask, defense.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Leonard Floyd able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Carter on the toss right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. On the return is Brandon Powell. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off.
What you talking about, ref?
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here's Coleman now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. And that'll be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas. The offense. Line here because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Able to slither by. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Rolling to his right. Going up top for Cup. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Stafford going to give this to Akers. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. To throw is Stafford. Being chased out left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Carter to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 64 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson. On the slant, he's got Davis. They can't tackle him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. And they'll run here with Carter. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Carter is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Michael Carter who finished it all off with a touchdown run. Here's Powell on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. On 1st down at Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now Stafford. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
We dominate today.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Stafford. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Gay is on for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Coleman now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing is Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carter once more. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The return is Powell. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up now? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Offense.
And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise. To be kind, they accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He'll drop this underneath to Carter, and he gets it down to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. The 40. And a great return here. Gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing is Stafford. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. 2nd down and goal. Stafford. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And hauled in by Croft. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, this one caught by Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw. 87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 23.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Back to the ground with Carter. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Zach Wilson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here's Powell on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks... And this is... Oh, my goodness. He pulled it in one-handed. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for L.A. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll roll him out right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
To throw once more on second, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And he's got room. A second fake. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. 85 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Play action. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Henderson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Here's Stafford, rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And now here is another interception. Picked off by David Long. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You got it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Jets are right back in this football game. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So here is Wilson and the Jets. Down by 2. A little under a minute 50 remaining. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Important extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 5. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Oh, the return is Powell. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Lawson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line, you know you're playing with fire.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run. It's Carter. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the New York Jets have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will be in the Big Apple. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.